Hey guys, welcome back. We're going to be doing another video about MIDI. We're going to be looking at the velocity and quantize options. So, you may think, what does velocity mean? So we can actually highlight a single note and we can bring this window up. If you can't see it, just click this little guy here. And then once you highlight a note, it will highlight over here. We can actually zoom in and change the velocity, which is the volume of the note when it hits. So you can do this to get an interesting groove, like so. And the notes will grey out the quieter that they are. Interesting. Cool, and you can do that. Now quantize, let's say we played these notes live, which I'll show you now whilst doing that. If I was to delete these notes and play some notes live. Cool. So we played some notes live there, that was fun. And let's listen back to that. So now we can go back to our MIDI editor and delete some notes that we don't like. So I don't want this one. Delete that, and I don't want this one. Done. As you can see, because we recorded live, some of the notes are quite lazy or offbeat. So if we wanted to, some people find that quite pesky, that it's not lined up exactly where they want them to. I like it because it adds a humanized groove, but sometimes if we want a more robotic or organized feel, we could do Command A, and then if we right click, we can either quantize. The shortcut for that is Command U. I don't use it too much, but that's the shortcut. And then the quantize settings, we've got different quantize settings, so we can snap to the current grid. Quarter notes, eighth notes, triplets, eighth note plus eighth note triplets, 16th notes, 16th note triplets, 16th plus 16th note triplets, and 1 30-second notes. So each one of these snaps differently to the grid, and you can see that all the notes move together. So what we can do is experiment with different quantize settings, and you see how they're snapped to the grid. And the timing of those gives a different vibe. And then if we go quantize settings, quarter notes, snaps clean to the grid. See, there's no overlap or. So something you can do if you wanted to offbeat that slightly is just drag like that, and then you kind of get, that happens to all the notes. So that's an interesting way to create a human groove in your MIDI session. I'm going to cover this as well. It's a new feature in Ableton 11. So if we do highlight all and we click this one, we actually get a chance feature. So there's a chance of the notes hitting and not hitting, which is quite interesting. I find that really fascinating how that can change that. Also in Ableton 11 there is a randomize feature. We can randomize the notes. We also randomize the velocity by changing the velocity range. Pretty cool. And that is MIDI notes. Thank you guys for listening. I'll speak to you in the next one. Peace.